Slows down cellular aging. My good friend Dan Butner, who is the pioneer of the blue zones, has told me that all of the healthy cultures in the blue zones, their common denominator of health are drinking. Activates your health defenses, lights up your immune system, lowers inflammation, cuts off the blood supply to cancer.
Meet Dr. William Li. He is a physician scientist, president of the Angiogenesis Foundation, and best-selling author of Eat to Beat Disease and Eat to Beat Your Diet, known for his work on food, inflammation, and the body's natural defense systems.
In my book, Eat to Beat Disease, I got it right here. Check it out. If you haven't read it, I strongly recommend it. Eat to Beat Disease. It's got a lot of stuff in here about food doses and all the different kinds of foods that can activate your health defenses to fight cancer. This whole section is about cancer-fighting foods in there.
The drink.
So most of us think of coffee as sort of a morning brew, right? Either you make it yourself in a pot or you go by the drive-through to pick up something and you get a little hit of caffeine and it wakes you up. All true, okay? And for me, I appreciate that, but I learned to appreciate the taste of coffee, which is actually quite sophisticated. And as I sort of was learning more and more about my research, through my research on what's in coffee that's good for you, but yeah, actually caffeine is only part of the story. It turns out that there's other amazing bioactive natural chemicals found in coffee. One of them is called chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid actually is made by the coffee plant. Okay, so coffee bean is a plant-based food. It grows on a tree, coffee tree, and Mother Nature made chlorogenic acid as part of the coffee plant's self-defense system. So when bugs and pests nibble on the coffee leaves and stems, the plant views that as an assault, as an attack, and the little nibbles actually are wounds. So the coffee tree is getting wounded and it makes more chlorogenic acid to drive away the pest. It's kind of a natural pesticide and it's a wound healing response. All right, so that chlorogenic acid is therefore more present in organically grown coffee. Okay, now what does chlorogenic acid do in your body? Well, chlorogenic acid activates your health defenses, lights up your immune system, lowers inflammation, cuts off the blood supply to cancer, helps to pull out and protect stem cells, and is also good for your gut health.
Coffee is more than just a morning drink. In many blue zone regions, like Sardinia and Icaria, people often enjoy coffee as part of a slow, social daily routine, not overloaded with sugar and cream, but taken simply and moderately. Dr. William Li describes coffee as a powerful grand slammer food because it may support all 5 of the body's health defense systems: blood vessel health, stem cell repair, gut health, DNA protection, and immune defense. The key compounds in coffee are natural plant chemicals called polyphenols, especially chlorogenic acid and caffeic acid. These compounds act like protective signals inside the body. They may help reduce inflammation, support healthy circulation, and influence how certain genes behave, including genes involved in protecting cells from damage. Key to longevity.
Coffee slows down cellular aging. If you want to actually be in the moment and not speed up your aging, it turns out that coffee can actually do that. There is a bioactive in coffee beans called chlorogenic acid, and this has been studied in human subjects drinking coffee. 1 to 3 cups a day of drinking coffee has been shown to slow down the burn rate of your telomeres. These are the caps at the end of your DNA that burn down like a fuse that reflect how fast you're actually aging. It's kind of the clock a timer that gets started from the time you're born, and the older you are, the fuse starts to shrink. Drinking coffee slows that process down. And all you got to do to get that effect is to drink anywhere from 1 to 3 cups of coffee a day. I easily meet that level myself.
Coffee is not just a morning comfort drink. It is one of the most studied drinks in the world. Research shows that people who drink coffee regularly often have better long-term health and may live longer. Coffee contains natural plant compounds, especially antioxidants, that help protect your cells from damage and slow down aging. It may also help reduce chronic inflammation, which is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and other serious health problems. How to get the most out of your drink.
So all of a sudden you got another grand slammer, right? Coffee. But now we know that when you compare organically grown coffee with conventionally grown coffee with pesticides, the organic has like 3 times more chlorogenic acid for that pest nibbling property that I talked about. If you use pesticides, hey, it doesn't need to make as much because, some factory chemical that you did the job for it. And so here's an example now where I learned that if I'm actually able to drink coffee that I grind myself from the bean, and I choose an organic coffee, which I happen to do more and more now because of this new research, I know I'm going to get more chlorogenic acid, which is actually better for my health. The caffeine, that can give you a little hit, a little surge, and that would be the reason why I wouldn't drink coffee late at night, because that could disturb my ability to get good quality REM sleep. When you disturb your sleep, your immune system suffers. Even your gut microbiome actually suffers if you don't get good sleep. During good quality sleep, your body renews itself, regenerates itself. And so if you drink a ton of coffee late night, and you don't have to pull an all-nighter, pretty much you're disrupting your sleep and therefore disrupting the rejuvenation, the renewal, the rebooting of your body's health defenses. So I don't drink coffee really, really late.
Steps to follow. 1. Stick to about 2 cups a day. This is the dose most clearly linked to heart health benefits in research. More than 4 or 5 cups a day may raise blood pressure in some people. 2. Choose organic if you can. Dr. Lee specifically prefers organically grown beans. The reason? Organic coffee tends to have higher levels of chlorogenic acid, the key longevity compound. Conventional farming can reduce polyphenol content. 3. Drink it black or with a little milk. Adding sugar or syrups works against the benefits. Large amounts of sugar trigger the exact inflammatory processes that coffee's polyphenols are trying to calm down. 4. Drink it slowly, not on the run. In both Sardinia and Icaria, coffee is a social and slow ritual, not gulped before a commute. The stress of rushing produces cortisol, which actively undermines the benefits you're trying to get. 5. Stop by early afternoon. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours. Afternoon coffee disrupts sleep, and poor sleep cancels out most of the health benefits from diet. Blue zone communities rarely drink coffee late in the day. Common questions about the drink. 1. Does decaf work too? Mostly yes. A lot of the beneficial polyphenols, chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, survive the decaffeination process. If you are sensitive to caffeine or have heart palpitations, decaf is a reasonable alternative for the longevity benefits, though the microbiome effects are slightly less studied. 2. Is espresso better than filtered coffee? Both are beneficial. Unfiltered or boiled coffee, like Icarian Greek coffee, retains more of the natural oils cafestol, kawiol, which have their own anti-cancer properties. Filtered coffee removes these but is gentler on cholesterol. Either form is good. The key is to drink it regularly, in modest amounts. 3. Who should be cautious? Pregnant women, people with severe acid reflux, those with anxiety disorders, or people taking certain medications should consult their doctor. Coffee is beneficial for most people, but it is not universally appropriate. The 2 cups day guidance applies to healthy adults.